success is a beautiful thing. Progress, you know, seeing yourself being better in certain things that you were than before. I think I said that right. Being better at things than you were before. Being able to, you know, handle certain situations better than you have. Like, just success in general is just a thing that everyone should be proud of, whatever you're trying to be successful in, progress or whatever. But success comes with a lot of things that people don't often talk about. Everybody always talks about the good side of success. Nobody talks about the bad side of it. Here's the thing, but I guess it's a matter of perspective, because depending on how focused you are, these bad things might not even affect you. But if you're like me and old habits die hard, some of these things may affect you and prevent you from continuing to move forward if you aren't focused enough. One of those things are the people. You have to understand that when you start chasing things that no one from your neighborhood or no one from your environment or your clique are chasing, you're going to be looked at as a weirdo. And it's not a disrespect thing. It's just imagine if, you know, Michael Jordan's son wanted to play football or golf. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to play basketball. Basketball is whack to me. Imagine how Michael Jordan would feel at his son. He might not be mad at his son, but he would look at him like, even though Michael Jordan's son ain't amount of shit, I'm just using an example here. Let's say Dale Curry's son, Steph Curry, because he was successful in basketball. Let's say Steph Curry said, I wanted to play football. I want to play golf. I want to play hockey. What? Hockey? What are you talking about? You come from a basketball family. Or, matter of fact, a more better example. Let's say LeVar Ball kids, since, you know, that seemed to be the talk of the town. Let's say his two youngest sons said, I don't want to play basketball anymore. I want to play baseball. I want to play hockey. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to play basketball. I want to do something different. Imagine how LeVar Ball would act. Yeah, at first, you know, I mean, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? From his personality, I don't think he would really be too excited about it. But I don't know how he would act. But I use that example to say it like this. When you come from an environment where no one has gone to college, when you come from an environment where no one has gone to own their own business, when you come from an environment where no one takes a trade and turns it into an empire, when you come from an environment where everybody is just used to working a regular 9-to-5, collecting paycheck after paycheck, getting by, doing enough extracurricular activity to consider themselves happy in life, when you strive for better than that, sometimes people are going to look at you differently. You may have some who support it, but the majority are going to look, oh, he think he's better than us. He think he's this, he think he's that. That's not the case, man. People, when I talked about in a previous video where people are afraid to be successful, part of that reason is people are afraid to be different. People are afraid to say no to society's guidelines of how they should live and create their own guidelines. People are afraid of that shit. I know, because I was, man. You'd be surprised how many people are easily influenced by their peers. This is shit that we talk about in high school, but this shit carries over into our adult lives. Family and friends looking at you crazy because you don't want to follow in the family business and just go work in a warehouse or go do some type of hard labor, blue-collar work that's not going to lead to anything but a 401k 40 years down the line after you done tore your body in half, sweating and bleeding and all kinds of shit. Now you 50 looking like you 70 because you didn't work like a dog the most part of your adult working life. Everybody don't want to do that, man. You know, when I came into trucking, and as I start to learn the trucking business, and as different business situations present themselves to me, I found myself being hesitant. I found myself wondering, like, you know, is this the right thing to do? Like, should I really do this? But then I think about once upon a time when I was back home and I wasn't really doing anything with my life, and my friends or my family would come to me to do things that really weren't productive. It was just, you know, more fun things, and I would hop on that. Oh, let's go drink for 6 hours continuously. Oh, let's go ride around and bullshit. Let's go spend some money somewhere that we don't really have. Let's go keep up with the Joneses. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. A lot of unproductive stuff. Now, that's, you know, sometimes that's just, you know, that's what you do. You shoot the shit. You know, you just, you know, kill some time. But for the majority of the time, man, it's just like, what is that stuff really doing for you? You know what I'm saying? Like, basically what I'm trying to say is you just can't allow the perception of others to dictate how successful you're going to be. Because if you start letting people who really don't care about how you end up, who really don't care what's going on, like these people ain't thinking past the end of the next pay period. You're thinking 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years down the line. At the end of the day, man, those are the people that you may have to find yourself distancing yourself from. And it's nothing personal. It's not, you know, I don't think I'm better than you. I don't, you know, we're not enemies now. It's just that you have to understand that who I'm trying to become and the people that I'm around, who they are, it's like oil and water is not going to mix. It's the same reason why you don't talk to certain family members. It's the same reason why you don't talk to your exes. When you break up, you don't continue talking to your ex unless you're doing something you're supposed to be doing. But like, you know, it's a reason you break up. Your vibes are no longer on the same frequency. So it just doesn't go together. You're trying to elevate and they either aren't trying to elevate or they're decreasing, which is the same thing, because if you're not trying to get better, you're getting worse. Because time is still moving. I mean, you can lose money and get that bag again, but time is undefeated. You lose time, that's it. And if you fucking 40, 45, still doing the same things you were doing at 15 and 20, you've wasted 20 years. You can't get that back. That's 20 years that you've just chalked it up to the game. I just refuse to be that person. I refuse to fall into that cycle. And I refuse to allow my son to grow up to fall into that same cycle. Don't you understand that we as a black community, and I'm just focusing on us right now, no disrespect to any of the other races that may watch my channel, I'm speaking to my people right now, but we as a black community are doing things today that we have been doing for years and years and years. Previous generations have been doing for years and years and years. Where other generations are practicing generational wealth, other generations are growing and getting better. You know, they may have started a business in the 70s. In the 80s, they you know, expanded that business. In the 90s, they opened up stock in that business. In the 2000s, now they're a multi-million-dollar corporation. Why can't we as black people do that shit? But yet we complain when we don't get a handout. We complain when we watch everybody else do that shit and pass us right along. We have the same opportunity to do this shit. If it's hard, it's harder. So what? When has that ever stopped us? Your homeboy may smash a girl on the first night, but it takes you 3 weeks. But as long as you smash her, you still trying. Why can't you take that same energy towards something productive? I'm just saying, man, this is just a random rant that I just had on my head that when I woke up, and I just got to get off my chest so I don't hold it on myself all day. And some people may take offense to it, and I'm here to tell you, don't take offense. Just really think about what I'm saying. At some point, everybody gets to a point where they're elevating, they're getting better, they're trying to evolve. You cannot do that with people who are not trying to get to that same level as you. If you're the smartest person in the room, then you need to change the people that you hang around, because guess what? You no longer are getting, like a friendship, like a relationship goes both ways. It can't just be this person getting from this person and this person not getting anything from the other person. It has to be both ways. You have to be feeding off of each other. You have to be making each other better. That's what you're supposed to do. Unfortunately, with the masses, we surround ourselves with people who aren't offering us anything. And I'm not saying offering anything materialistic or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, we're not pushing each other. We're not, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe I'm reaching here, but this is just the way I feel. And I feel like this goes to why I find myself in the same situations that I've been in for the last couple of years, because I go back and I surround myself with the people who aren't necessarily chasing the same thing that I'm chasing. So what happens is I just fall back into the cycle that they're doing, because I want to be accepted, I want to be comfortable, I don't want to seem as a weirdo. And then now I'm prolonging my ascension to where I need to be, because I care too much about other people's feelings. I care too much about other people's perceptions. I care too much about, you know, their acceptance. I'm here to tell you, fuck all that shit, man. If you gotta look like a weirdo to be successful, be a motherfucking weirdo. I'd rather be $1 million weirdo than a $10,000 cool nigga. People keep saying money is the root of all evil. I disagree. I feel like attention is the root of all evil. And with a close second not being money, but the lack of money. So I feel like the number one root of all evil is attention. I feel like the number 2 root of all evil is the lack of money. Not money, but the lack of it. Because when you have it, you straight. But when you don't have it and you craving it, you'll do damn near anything to get it. So this is just a random rant. I'll name this rant later. I just don't know what I'm going to call it. This is just how I feel, man. This is what I wake up to. The things that go through my head on a daily basis. I hope I haven't offended anybody, but if I have, hey man, what do you want me to do? I'm just being honest. You call me whatever you want, but you can't call me a liar. But as always, stay safe, stay positive, protect the God Family Trucking. We gone.